Welcome to Ramstein, Germany Air Force Base. I'm here with General Edwards, and we are going to take you on a tour of Germany.
We're going to start off hitting some of the most amazing spots in the land of Germany. We're going to start off by going to the Black Forest, the Brandengurg Gate, and the Schweinstein Castle.
We're going to finish up by going to the Cathedral of Cologne and the city of Weimar, and as well as other various places throughout Germany.
Let's get started.
Welcome to Cologne, Germany, home of the Cathedral of Cologne. Let's go inside and check it out.
Come on! So we're here now at the Cologne Cathedral. Let's go take a look inside. The Cathedral of Cologne was built between 1248 and 1880. It's 144.5 meters long, and the towers are approximately 157 meters tall. The cathedral is the largest Gothic church in Northern Europe and the second tallest spire in the world.
The foundation stone was laid on 15 August 1248 by the Archbishop Conrad von Hochstaden. In the mid-14th century, work on the west front commenced under Master Michael. This work halted in 1473, leaving the south tower complete up to the belfry level and crowned with a huge crane, which was destined to remain in place and a landmark of the Cologne skyline for 400 years.
Work resumed in 1842 to the original design of the surviving medieval plans and drawings. More modern construction techniques were included in the new design, but the bells were installed in 1870. Now the amount of space inside the cathedral is equivalent to 600 houses at 407,000 meters squared. The completion of Germany's largest cathedral was celebrated as a national event on August 14, 1880, 632 years after the construction had begun.
Thank you for joining us at the Cathedral of Cologne.
Now, let's hop on the train and go to the Black Forest.
Welcome to the 4,600 square miles of the Black Forest, originally getting its name from the Romans calling it Silva Nigra, which in German means Schwarzwald.
Now, before we even enter, I want to tell you something that you can't leave without, and that's getting a piece of Black Forest cake, which includes chocolate, cherries, cream, and cherry schnapps.
Sounds good.
Another interesting fact here is that cuckoo clocks, which Germany is obviously known for, a lot of them come from the trees from the Black Forest. Let's go take a look around the Black Forest.
Now, we've been hiking here for a couple of miles. And here is a great scenic view of the Black Forest.
We're here in southwest Germany, in Brandengurg. We're pretty deep in the Black Forest, and right behind us is the highest peak, Feldberg, which is approximately 1,500 meters. It's quite the sight.
You know, if we continue hiking on later today, there are a couple animals that are indigenous to the Black Forest, including eagle, owl, cattle, and if we're lucky and we go digging, we might just find the giant earthworm, home only found in the Black Forest.
What's really unique is that the Black Forest is bordered to the south and west by the Rhine Valley.
Now, if you come along, we're going to go try dig for the giant earthworm.
The Black Forest consists of a cover of sandstone on top of a core of gneiss and granites. Formerly it shared tectonic evolution with the nearby Vosges Mountains. During the last glacial period of the Würm glaciation, the Black Forest was covered by glaciers. Several lakes, such as the Mummelsee, are remains of this period. Rivers in the Black Forest include the Danube, the Eins, the Kinzig, the Murg, the Nagold, the Neckar, the Wrench, and the Weisse. The Black Forest is part of the continental divide between the Atlantic Ocean drainage basin and the Black Sea drainage basin. The Black Forest belongs completely to the state of Baden-Württemberg and comprises the city of Pforzheim. The forest mostly consists of pines and firs, but were decimated by mass logging.
The storm Lother downed trees on hundreds of acres of mountaintops in 1999. This left some of the high peaks and scenic hills bare with only primary growth shrubs and young fir trees. The main industry here is tourism. There are numerous short paths suitable for day walks, as well as mountain biking and cross-country skiing trails. The total network of tracks amounts to around 23,000 kilometers. There are also many old towns in the Black Forest. Popular destinations include such mountains as the Fellberg, the Tennessee, the All Saints Waterfall, and the Triberg Waterfall. Due to the rich mining history dating from the medieval times, the Black Forest was one of the most important mining regions in Northern Europe. Now there are many mines reopened to the public.
And like I said before, you can't leave here without getting a piece of that Black Forest cake.
Welcome to the city of Weimar. Famously known for its rich cultural heritage,
With aspects of literacy, plays, and amazing art.
its population is 65,000 people, and its oldest record to date is from the year 899. Also, the city of Weimar is located in the state of Thuringen.
This monument right here is one of the most famous in all of Germany and one of the most beloved. Dozens of replicas of the statue have been built across Europe and the United States. It's built upon a large stone pedestal located in front of the Court Theater, where many of his plays were shown.
The Onion Market, an annual festival held in October, is Thuringen's largest festival and is held in the city of Weimar. The festival is over 3 days and approximately 500 stalls and more than 100 stage performances are put up all across the city. Weimar first celebrated the Onion Market in 1653. There's a famous university in the city of Weimar, formerly known as the Art Academy of Weimar, and after 1945, the University of Architecture and Civil Engineering became its new name. It currently has 4,500 students and in 4 faculties: architecture, engineering, design, and media. Transportation throughout the city is well served by city bus routes, which also serve as the annex towns and villages. An hourly bus route serves the Buchenwald Memorial, and there are also many places to rent bikes in the city. Weimar is connected by 1 motorway, the Autobahn, and 2 bus routes. Weimar Station is on the ICE Express train line from Frankfurt to Dresden and Berlin, with trains stopping every hour.
In 1937, the Nazis constructed the Buchenwald concentration camp only 8 kilometers from the city of Weimar. The slogan, Jedem das Seine, which means to each his own, but figuratively, everyone gets what he deserves, was placed over the camp's main entrance gate. Between July 1938 and April 1945, some 240,000 people were incarcerated in the camp by the Nazi regime, including 168 Western Allied POWs. The number of deaths at Buchenwald is estimated at 56,000. The Buchenwald concentration camp was primarily for slave labor for the local industry.
Weimar's culture heritage is vast. It's most often recognized as the place where Germany's first democratic constitution was signed after the First World War, giving its name to the Weimar Republic period in German politics of 1918 to 1933. However, the city was also the focal point of the German Enlightenment and home of the leading characters of the literary genre of Weimar classicism, the writers Goethe and Schiller.
Welcome to the Brandengurg Gate. We're here in the state of Brandenburg, and right behind us is the city of Berlin. The Brandengurg Gate separates Berlin from Brandenburg.
This gate was erected in the 1730s, and after World War II, it suffered significant damage. Therefore, it underwent reconstruction from 2000 to 2002 at the cost of $6 million.
So let's check it out.
Today I say, as long as this gate is closed, as long as this scar of a wall is permitted to stand, it is not the German question alone that remains open, but the question of freedom for all mankind.
The Brandengurg Gate is one of the most well-known landmarks of Berlin in Germany. It is located west of the city center at the junction of Unter den Linden and Ebertstrasse. It is the only remaining gate of a series through which Berlin was once entered. It was commissioned by King Frederick William II of Prussia as a sign of peace and built by Karl Gotthard Langhans from 1788 to 1791. Having suffered considerable damage in World War II, the Brandengurg Gate was fully restored from 2000 to 2002 by the Stiftung Denkmalschutz in Berlin.
The Brandengurg Gate was not a part of the old fortifications, but one of 18 gates within the fiscal excess wall. Erected in the 1730s, including the old fortified city and many of its then suburbs, the Brandengurg Gate was commissioned by Frederick Wilhelm II to represent peace. The gate was designed by Karl Gotthard Langhans, the court superintendent of buildings. The gate consists of 12 Doric columns, 6 to each side, forming 5 passageways. Citizens were originally only allowed to use the outermost 2. On top of the gate is the quadriga, a chariot drawn by 4 horses driven by Victoria, the Roman goddess of victory.
The gate's design is based upon the Propylaea, the gateway to the Acropolis in Athens, Greece, and is consistent with Berlin's history of architectural classicism.
If you seek peace, if you seek prosperity for the Soviet Union and Eastern Europe, if you seek liberalization, come here to this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, open this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Welcome to Munich, Germany,
We are here at the Hofbrauhaus.
the most famous beer hall in the world. Here, it's tradition to order the large, humongous pretzels and the beer that only comes in 1-liter glasses.
Plan to be here during Oktoberfest because it's the biggest festival in Germany and hosts over 6 million people annually. And this is also a great place to get a taste of Germany, including Umfa bands that include Alphorn players and yodelers.
You come here and sit down at the long wooden tables that date back to over 100 years ago, based on the carvings, initials, and engravings that are sketched on the tables.
So come on, let's go have a beer.
The Hofbrauhaus am Plausible, arguably the most famous beer hall worldwide, is located in the city center. It also operates the second largest tent at Oktoberfest, one of Munich's most famous attractions.
It was originally built in 1598 by Bavarian Duke Maximilian. It was built as an extension of the original Hofbrau brewery for Weissbier. On February 24, 1920, Adolf Hitler organized the first of many large propaganda events to be held at the Munich Hofbrauhaus. The restaurant consists of a ballroom, beer garden, and beer hall, with featured dishes such as roast pork, pork knuckle, and sausages, along with wheat beer and wine, while Bavarian music is played. We're back here at Ramstein Air Force Base, and this, my friends, is the end of our journey together. I hope you've enjoyed the trip of a lifetime across this beautiful country.
If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to stick around. But if not,
Auf
Auf Wiedersehen.
Wiedersehen.